All right. That's good. That's good. Welcome, welcome. Making Shadtastic today. If you didn't read the description, flukes, pre-rigged, curly tails, What's going on, Rob? How you doing, sir? Yeah. Come on, even out. Right? Fun day at work, every day. Hopefully you're working inside, because it is hot. So hot. Come on, stop doing this to me. I gotta get out there and do some fishing. This working for a living sucks. Welcome, welcome. There we go. That's better. All right. It's been quite a while since I've done a live. Months, I do believe. All right, brother. Thanks for popping in. I am working inside. It's still hot. What's going on, everyone? I am making Shadtastic today. Here, I'll show you one. This is a pre-rigged hover rig I make. This color, what's going on? This color, I'm actually donating all the proceeds to one of my pro staffers, Thomas Newman. He graduated from high school this year and got picked up by, Wabash Valley College. And I am helping him with his sponsorship. So all the proceeds from sales of this bait are being donated to Thomas to help him out with college. So I've had a lot of orders over the last couple of days. I gotta fill them. So that's what we're doing here. Running some Shadtastic. Can you give me a shout out? What do you mean, shout out? What's that mean? Like verbally? Canyon Davis Outdoors. Like here or like on Instagram? I don't know what that means. Sorry, I'm old. I don't know. I don't know how I can shout you out. Walk me through it, brother. I'll do it. Clean this up. Welcome, welcome. I think we're pretty much ready to demold here. Should be. Give it another couple seconds. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm getting some fishing mods. Okay. That's cool, man. What do you do? Are you a bait maker? Outdoors. So it's just a channel, like a outdoor channel, hunting, fishing, stuff like that. What's your channel about? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar. I'll check you out though for sure. Once we get off the live, let me write it down. Oh crap, I don't have a pen in here. I was looking for one yesterday, couldn't find one. Canyon Davis Outdoors. It's early enough in the video. I'll go back and watch it if I can't remember. But yeah, I'll give you a sub for sure. Always all about supporting people who support me. Yeah, if you're watching this, check out Canyon Davis Outdoors, hunting and fishing. Well, all right, that's right up my alley. I'll definitely check you out, man. What kind of fishing do you prefer to do? Are you mainly bass? You stick to trout? Obviously, fishing is my focus. I actually haven't hunted in years. I don't have any land to hunt, and I just can't bring myself to do public land anymore. See how they turned out. Yeah, there's a little bit of a, oh nice, these are good unrigged. There's a little bit of overhead, but you don't have to go big, especially if you're just making them for yourself. If you're not planning on selling, you don't have to go big. You don't have to get 1,000 molds. Get whatever you like to fish. Grab a mold, handful of colors that you're confident in, start there. It's something you build over time. It's not something you have to knock out all at one time. Believe you me, this is what we're doing right now. Shadtastic. If you check out my Instagram, I think it's still on my story, but it's definitely a reel I put out yesterday. I got guys out there slaying on this color right now. Bass. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's where I'm at too. Mainly bass. Sweet. Where in the country are you located? Arkansas. I have never been to Arkansas. I had a buddy growing up who was from Arkansas, big Razorbacks fan. I have never been. That's cool. How's the fishing out there? Is it decent? That's over here. I can still see and talk while I do this. I'm currently in West Virginia. Bass fishing in my area is okay. We got some decent bass fishing. I started bent rod. I lived in Virginia. Can't complain with a 6-pounder. I'll take that any day. I grew up in the South, mainly fishing in Alabama and Florida. My parents were divorced, so my dad lived in Alabama, my mom lived in Florida. And so I got spoiled. I didn't know it until I moved to Virginia. And I was like, what is this garbage? Compared to Alabama and Florida, Virginia bass fishing is not good. So hindsight's 2020. You never know how good you have it until you don't have it anymore. Yeah, I was spoiled. Let's see, it's 8. He said he wanted a couple bags. It's gonna be 4 more. And then we'll put. Just going to put jigs in now. 2. Is that your PB? 6-pounder? If you're new to my channel, this is one of my customs. Mine was just under 10, but that's not fair because it was in Florida. Big largemouth in Florida are just way more common. If I had been from Virginia, I think my PB in Virginia is like 5.5, and I've lived here since I was 15, about to be 47 later this month, so been a long time. This is my pre-rigged curly tail swim bait. VMC hook, 1/4 ounce lead. It is a custom bait of mine. You can't get it anywhere else. Oop, let me get another sheet. There we go. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I always, when people ask me what my PB is, I always give caveats. I'm like, I was young, I was fishing with live bluegill, and I sight casted it. I saw it, like from the bank. I just popped a little bluegill in front of it with a big old EWG hook running through its back, and he sucked it in. Fight lasted all 30 seconds because it was 3 feet from the shore, so it's not as, glorious as saying you went out with a popper, caught it in the pads. But a PB's a PB, right? I'll take it. Honestly, I've become a lot more into smallmouth. I kind of prefer smallmouth fishing anymore. I just like their attitude. They're just mad that you're even on their water. They fight hard, like really hard, pound to pound. And I tend to be better at river fishing. I just understand how to read a river better than I do like lakes. I'm not that good at reading lakes. I mean, I know like look for laydowns and I know how to fish points and stuff like that, but other than that, I've never owned a bass boat, so I've had kayaks and canoes. Just never had the chance to really dig into it and learn. Yeah. When I first moved to Virginia, I went through a low-key depression. I was talking to a fishing buddy of mine, and I was like, yeah, man, this really sucks. Like, all the largemouth here are so small. You know, I don't know what to do. And he was like, why are you fishing for largies, man? Come with me on the Shenandoah River, and I'll show you a good time. He sure as heck did. We went out and caught like 20 smallmouth, and I've never looked back. I love fishing for smallies. And I guess when I say PB, I'm talking, when I told you that that's freshwater. My PB fish total was a 60-pound yellowfin tuna. That's the biggest fish I've ever caught in my life. I had a bigger one on, and it broke off. And then I had one that we think was probably going to be bigger, and a hammerhead took it. All we had left was the head by the time we got it to the boat. So that was fun. Have a big old yellowfin tuna kick your butt for 45 minutes just to have a shark take it right at the boat. So, whew. I was not happy. All right. sorry. My room's not set up well. I wish I was still able to face the camera when I shot bait. Unfortunately, can't figure it out. Not that you guys want to look at my ugly mug the whole time anyway. Come on now. Catch up. Gold coins, so it shows how much I know. I don't even know what all that means. Thanks. I don't know what gold coins and stars mean or what they do, but I appreciate you. Canyon, if you record a lot of your stuff, I'm always looking for someone to help me get footage of my baits in use. So if there's a bait that you see me making and you think, man, that's like a confidence thing of mine, I'd send you a couple bags if you try them out. I don't know how you record if you're on like a GoPro or a Insta360, but I have a Pro Staff program and that's full. But I'm always looking for people who think that my baits look cool and are willing to give them a shot and at least send pictures and stuff like that. What's the key to getting subscribers? Oh, consistency is probably the number one thing that I have found, which has become more and more difficult for me as my business has grown. Consistently putting out content is a big thing, and I mean it can't be garbage, right? I mean it's got to be pretty good. So what you want to look at is, I mean, if you're like me when I started, I was limited by money. I couldn't afford like the really good cameras and the really good all this equipment that people who are really putting out great content have. But what you can do is, God, shut up, stupid compressor. But what you can do is look at scripting, and that doesn't mean like writing, not like a sitcom, you know, if you're not writing every word, but when you're going to do a video, script it out. Like the first part of the video is going to be this, mid part of the video is going to be this, I'm going to talk about these things, and like look at it, and don't just do a video and willy-nilly pull it through, and then learn your editing software. Don't overdo transitions, don't overdo music. A lot of people on YouTube prefer to be taught something than entertained. People don't come to YouTube to be entertained. They come to YouTube to be taught something. So if you're doing YouTube videos and you're just saying, hey, look at this buck I shot, you'll have some people watch it, but you're not going to get a ton of subscribers. This platform's been around for so long that the outdoors industry is saturated. But if you teach people, here's a technique that I use to catch this fish. Here's the technique that I use to stalk these deer or turkey or whatever it is. Like that's going to get you more traction, and that'll have people go hitting that subscribe button, because if they can learn something from you, then they will subscribe, period. So that's what you need to try to do. Figure out how you can make your channel not about entertainment only. You want to be entertaining, but you need to be able to teach people something too. That was the key for me. I had my YouTube channel for 3.5 years, and the first 3.5 years I had 325 subscribers, and all my videos were about, look at what my bait can do. Hey, check out this bait. Look at this fish that it caught. You know, like we just made this bait, and then a montage of us catching fish on it. People didn't care. They didn't want to see that. Then I started teaching people how to make baits. If you go to my channel and you look at most of my videos for the past 7 months, I think I started doing this in October. I went from 350 subscribers to now I'm monetized and I'm approaching 1,600 subscribers in 6 months. Went from 350 to almost 1,600 because I switched from buy my stuff please to let me teach you how to do what I do. And that took off. It just blew up. And that's when my jaw dropped. I went, okay, I see what YouTube wants now. So think about it like that. If there's something that you can do to teach, then that's what you want to do. Do that and you'll have a lot more success at YouTube. And don't get discouraged. You'll put a video out that you don't even think is great. It'll get 5,000 views, and once you're monetized, you made 40 bucks on it. You're like, woohoo! And then you copy it, and the next 4 videos that you do basically in the same way, you get 10 views. And it's just, YouTube is a punk. YouTube's a punk. YouTube likes to mess with people, so just be consistent. Those videos are always going to be there. And another thing to keep in mind is you can put a video out like yesterday, and it kind of sit there at 200 views, and then 6, 7, 8 months from now, it takes off because something has happened, right? Something in the world happens, and then that triggers something in your video is now trending, and it gets pushed out to everybody. It doesn't have to be brand new. Your videos are always relevant, or at least they always have the potential. Don't get discouraged, keep going. And expect that when you become monetized, it will slow down. Yeah, I almost quit YouTube because I didn't know that. What's your bait's brand name? Bent rod. Bent rod fishing. Started this at the very end of 2020. I was airbrushing hard baits, and then I invented this. Just a pre-rigged, I mean, I didn't invent the fluke, right? But this pre-rigged, like I had this mold made. It's a custom mold. You can't buy it anywhere else. I reached out to a guy who did molds. I worked with him. It was very expensive. It was a huge risk, and then it just blew up to the point where I don't even paint lures anymore. This is what I do full time. And I'm actually on the verge of making some big moves and finally actually becoming a legitimate brand. So we're excited about that. We're all very excited about that right now. Well, I appreciate you. If you do, www.bentrodfishingusa.com is my website. You can check that out. If you want deals, let's see, where's the best place? My last video, my long form video that I posted yesterday, if you look in the description, it has an invite link to Whatnot. If you've never been on Whatnot and you've never made a Whatnot account, you can click on that invite link and register, and it will give you $15 for free. And then you can use that in my next show. So if you do it, it'll automatically make you follow me, right? So then you'll know, your phone will go bling, hey, Bent Rod Fishing just went live. And then you go in, and it's an auction style bait. I'll put a couple bags of baits up and go, all right, here's 2 bags of the rig. We're starting the bidding at, $8. And I mean, they typically sell for like 18, 2 bags. And then people will bid, $1 at a time, 10, 11, 12, then it'll sell, and you get the deal. And the way that they do shipping is once you reach a certain number, $6, $7, then after that, it's free. Like your shipping's free unless you just buy a crap. I've never had anybody buy so many baits for me that it went to the next level. Basically, if you go from just a normal package to like a flat rate box, then it bumps up again, and then you just pay a couple more bucks, and then it's free again. So the way that they do their shipping is pretty sweet. All right, we good? Welcome, everybody new. This is what we're making today. We're dealing with my compressor, and we are making Shadtastic. This is a pre-rigged hover rig. The jig looks like this. The jig on the inside, and it's completely reusable. Think core tackle. If you're familiar with the core tackle hover jigs, it's very similar to that. So when the bait wears out, rip it off, keep using the jig. I make them pre-rigged like that, and then I make them not pre-rigged. Same mold, so these little pieces where the hook and the tie-on eye are still there, you just pop them off. Pull off the screw, and so that one's not pre-rigged. A lot of my guys who fish in these, they'll nose hook them. This is a great chatterbait trailer, like a really good chatterbait trailer, actually. what makes me me are my pre-rigs. Here. Appreciate you. What's going on, David Morgan? Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. If you have any questions, let me know. I am making a custom color I made called Shadtastic. Oh, I shouldn't say. Nice, man. 422 is not a bad play. I don't know when you started your channel, but if it's relatively new, that's big. One of my pro staffers actually designed this color. I had him come over and design that color. He named it Shadtastic, and I'm donating all of the profits of the sale of this color to him because he just got a scholarship. I didn't even know this was a freaking thing. I need to go back and I need to pull a Billy Madison and go back to school. But he got a scholarship to fish at a college. He's a hammer. This kid has fished in the Bassmaster high school circuit since it's called the high school circuit, but there's a junior division as well. He's fished it in the junior division as well. He's gone to the national championship every single year. Like the kid's a straight up hammer. So when he got picked up by college, I thought I already sponsored the team that he was on. Depends on the bait. These, well, pretty much 48 hours. I've gotten to a point now where I don't need to do it for less. These are so thin, and they've got the jig on the inside that 24 is enough. But like then these are a much bigger, heftier bait. So these are minimum 48 hours to cure. And I just lay them out on these cookie sheets here. But yeah, I'm donating all the profits to this of this color, all the sales from this color to Thomas. I didn't know this, but when you get picked up and you fish in college, Bassmaster College, every year you have a sponsorship requirement. You have to raise X amount of dollars for your sponsor because that pays for them getting you to the tournament and hotels and all that kind of stuff. And if you sponsor enough, which doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that, like then you get logos on the boat and jersey and stuff like that. But I'm just trying to help him out. He's been on my pro staff now for a couple of years, and he's just a great kid. Like a really, I shouldn't call him a kid. He's a great young man. He's been very impressive to me, and he's been very helpful. He's one of my most productive pro staffers in terms of getting me content. So anything I can do to help him, I'm going to do it. Do you ever catch 8-foot bull snake? A bull snake? No. No, thank God. I'm not like phobic of them or anything, but I sure as heck don't want a snake on the end of my line. I have hooked a snake. I don't know what kind it was. I think it was a water snake once, but I think it was brief. I guess it wasn't I think it chased, if I'm not mistaken. It actually chased. I was trying to get away from it and it got it. So I didn't really set the hook. I've had a snake. Oh, there we go. Had a snake on my line technically, but no, I definitely didn't land it. It does. It works really well. You've caught a, oh. That might be enough to make me go, you know what, I can fish on my switch. Oh man, if my wife was with me, she is legit phobic. Like, I thought she was being dramatic when we were dating, and she said that she had a phobia of snakes until we saw like a little baby garter, and I was gonna mess with her, and she had already seen it, and I turned around to make a joke, and she was about 5 feet away and violently sobbing uncontrollably. I was like, oh crap, she wasn't kidding. She really is. Don't mess with her. You're gonna be single tomorrow if you mess with this woman. So yeah, that would have been it. If that happened to her, she would never fish again. So let's hope it doesn't happen. because she does fish with me. She actually likes to fish. Once we take bent rods to the next level, she's actually going to transition over and help build the company up even more. She's going to work it with me. I'm very blessed to have a wife who would do that, because most women would be like, work in the fishing industry? Hell no. Mine's like, yep, let's do it. Yeah, knock on wood. I actually just realized that. I'm in my second year with it. I realized it this morning, so thanks. Jinxing, I know, you're not jinxing me. I had the thought and I was like, man, Daniel, don't think that. But I've had it now I'm in my second year, well into my second year of owning it, and nothing has broken, nothing has worn out. And I use it 100% of the time. I don't use my traditional injectors. I mean, I have one back there, but that's just because I put it away. I've gotten to a point where I have inventory issues, but it's not because it's not that I have too much. I never have enough inventory. So it just doesn't make sense for me to do small batches anymore. If I'm going to run a color, I might as well make 20 bags of this, 20 bags of that, 20 bags of this. I'm making 4 and 5 bags of a color. It just doesn't make sense to me anymore. It's actually a loss. So I run my Shooting Star 5 days a week, and I have had 0 issues. Now there's a learning curve. Can I see one up close? Well, what do you want to see? One of the baits? Yeah. Or you want to see the Shooting Star? I'd have to move everything. This is the, I call it the Mogambo. This is a pre-rigged curly tail swim bait. It's got, all my pre-rigs have VMC hooks on the inside. Here's the jig. This is the jig in the Mogambo. It's a 60-degree angle jig hook. I'm about to outsource these. I found a company that makes my jigs for this bait. This is my other custom. It's called the Rig. It's a pre-rigged hover rig. That is the jig. I used to make these myself, but I found a company for me to outsource it to, and that has helped a lot. I spend all my time making baits now, and not a week making jigs. I saw some comments or questions up here. Let's see. Oh, thanks, man. Have you tried orange and white? Or a mold? You asking me if I've ever put orange and white together as a color, or is there like a mold company called Orange and I don't know what that is. Yo, what's up, fisherman? If you're asking if I've ever put orange and white together, yes. I actually, not in a swimming bait. I have this. I have a mold to make these. These 5 1/4 inch finesse worms. They're like robo worm-esque worms. This is not a custom mold of mine. This is a bass tackle. The bass tackle drop shot worm. It's a pretty sweet worm. And I have done this with orange on the top and white on the belly, but not in a moving bait. I pretty much focus on moving baits of some kind of a minnow. What am I doing? Oh yeah. I get to talking and I lose track. Sorry. Color, yeah. So yeah, I have. I don't have any on my website. I've done them in small batch. I don't really have a lot of success selling oranges, unless it's like in a crawl. Like if I'll do like I had an orange and red crawl pattern I did one time. And that sold in the spring, obviously. I mean, that's going to sell. But when it comes to like these minnows and the swim baits, most people don't want orange, in my experience, or at least in my area. Honestly, as a bait maker, it's very frustrating in my area. Everybody around here just wants white. Just white. I'm like, are you kidding me? You know how boring that would make my life? Like, I design colors. Don't ask me to just do white. Like it catches fish. I'm like, yeah, well, I know. You're right. It does. But it will make me want to shut my business down and start punching the time clock again. Like that's not fun. I don't want to do that. Yeah, they can be pricey, man. They can. I would. I mean, they're still pricey, but I would focus on angling AI. They're top of the market anyway in quality, but they're how do I put it? They're the Costco of soft plastic bait molds. Like they're not factory, their warehouse, their production facility. That's it. Their production facility is like 3 mega Walmarts put together. They got so many machines cutting molds at all times that they can afford to sell them at lower prices. A lot of people, I made this mistake when I first started out. Like there was a Epic bait mold that I wanted. And Epic is a great company. They make really good molds, but the mold was like 50% higher than a comparable mold on Angling AI. And I was complaining with a friend of mine who's in the business, like legit in the business. He said, well, don't be too hard on Epic. I think Epic has like 5 machines. And then he knows these guys by name. He starts naming these. I don't know their names. Like Travis may have been one of them. No, Travis has got like 40. He's like, it's no competition. Like nobody's going to be able to compete with Angling AI when it comes to price because they're putting out so many molds. It's a quantity thing. Oh, you're back. I didn't know you left, man. I just thought you got quiet. Where can I purchase? So the oh, did I miss your comment, Shelly? I never saw your comment up top. When did you comment? Yeah, I'm sorry, Shelly. So that's my wife giving me crap for not. I've been talking good about you. Ask them. I've been talking you up, baby. Where can I purchase some of your bait? So www.bentrodfishingusa.com is my whatnot. I will tell you the inventory is a little low right now because, and this is where I would recommend you go, especially if you don't already have a Whatnot account, and if you don't know what Whatnot is, it's just an app. Get it on your phone, but don't do it yet. Go to my channel here on YouTube. Go to the video I posted yesterday. It's like a birthday cake is the name. It was a happy 250th anniversary to America. Here's your birthday cake. Custom color I made yesterday. Here it is if you want to see it. It's pretty sweet. I told you everybody likes white. So that is a pearl white on the back with gold highlight powder. And then look at all that in the belly. That's almost like confetti. Pretty sweet color. So this is the video that I posted yesterday. In the description of that video is a link that will invite you to Whatnot. If you've never set up a Whatnot account, they'll give you $15 for free just for using that invite link. And then you can come to my next show and you got $15 to spend that didn't cost you anything. And you can try these out at basically no risk. I don't think it lets you cover shipping. I think you would still have to pay for shipping, but you get the baits for free if it was under $15. I need a new compressor because this thing's driving me crazy. You should give me a random date. Well, that's what I was talking about. And you may have already been gone when I brought that up. I didn't know you left. Yeah, I brought that up. I'm always looking for people, and especially if you have a YouTube, if you've got a YouTube channel and you're putting out content, then obviously you've got at least a GoPro or something. But what would be the best way? Hit me up on Instagram, Bent Rod Fishing USA. Go to my Instagram. Let me know it was you. Hopefully you have an Instagram that's similar to this, because somebody else on here is like, hey, I'm gonna find him and tell him, say I'm that guy and get me a free bag of baits. But let me know. Hit me up on Instagram Messenger, because obviously you're not gonna want to put your mailing address and stuff on here. Don't do that. I would not do that. But hit me up on Instagram and I'll get your info. I'll send you back a bait. See what you think. Do you think you would? What is more in your wheelhouse? Something like this, a pre-rigged hover rig, or a pre-rigged swim bait? Well, get it, man. All right. Do you have? I'm not, I mean, I do have a TikTok, but I broke my phone on vacation. I had to get a brand new phone, and TikTok is basically not wanting me to be able to get back into my account. So I have it, but I haven't gotten back in since we got back from vacation. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could say email me, but then anybody watching this can email me, and then I don't know who's who. And I can say this, but then everybody sees this and they'll say that. So I don't know how to make sure that it's you. Get Whatnot. That's the easiest way to do it. If you don't have Instagram, you probably don't have Whatnot. Get Whatnot. Use my link in my last video. It'll give you 15 bucks. That's the easiest way, and it won't cost you anything. I mean, shipping, you'll probably pay shipping. I think probably $3 if you just get one bag. If you come on to Whatnot and say, hey, remember me, Canyon Davis Outdoors, then I'll take one bag and put it up, and you can. It's an auction, so you know if it gets too high, then stop bidding, and we'll just keep doing it until you win. I'm really new on Whatnot, so I'm not like. I mean, there's a company called BizBaits. I was watching their show yesterday. At one point, they had 465 people in their show. Like that was like it was so crazy. They would hold up bag of baits this fast. Go boom, 2-second auction sold. Throw it down. Boom, boom. I sat there for like 30 minutes, and I think I counted over $1,000 in sales. I'm just sitting there going, I was like, holy crap. So Whatnot is the deal. It's awesome. But if you go to my video I posted yesterday, birthday cake, look at the description. There's an invite link. Click on that, register. It will automatically have you follow me, and it'll give you 15 bucks. Hello, John. How do you go to the description of a video? It's right under the. I mean, if your phone's up, right? It's got the video here and then down. It's right under the video. Man, you have a YouTube channel. How do you not know how to go? How do you want to run a YouTube channel? You don't know how to get to the description. I got a question about Smoke Show. I like that color. Any chance of sharing the recipe color build? How do you know about Smoke Show? I got rid of Smoke Show a long time ago. It's been like a year. Did you go to the Richmond Fishing Expo? You had to have gone to the Richmond Fishing Expo if you know about Smoke Show or something local, because that was a very brief color. I think I still have that recipe. It would be in my laptop. Man, that's crazy. I would have never thought somebody would have brought up Smoke Show. That was a very not popular color for me. I loved it too. I made a crap ton of bags. It sold like 5, and maybe to you. I don't know. So I got rid of the color. I quit making it because it just didn't sell. But yeah, I mean, if you want to know, yeah, I thought it was a great color. Let me look. Even if I don't have the recipe, I have pictures. I can definitely reverse engineer my own colors. You would like to see it. What, Smoke Show? I mean, don't you already haven't you seen it? Did I read that wrong? I got a question about Smoke Show. I like that color. Any chance? Oh, so is Smoke Show, are you not referring to my Smoke Show? I'm confused. So I did a color called Smoke Show about a year and a half ago. There's a short video. Oh, yes, there is. Okay. Now I'm caught up. I did do a short. Yes. Yeah. Let me. I mean, I'll have to look after. I'll have to go to my laptop. I keep an Excel file with all of my recipes on it. So once I'm done with the live, I'll go down and see if I still have the Smoke Show recipe. And if I have the recipe, then yeah, I'll do a video on it. That works for me. I'll do a small batch and sell it on Whatnot. If you're not on Whatnot, get on Whatnot. Use my invite link. It'll give you $15. The next time I do a show, you can come on and get some Smoke Show for free. Sorry, I know this setup isn't perfect. I hate to turn my back on you, but this vise is big, heavy, and cumbersome. So I really don't like to move it. Okay. Yeah, if you have never been on Whatnot, I know I've been saying this a lot, but I don't know when you came on. My video yesterday that I put out, my long form video, just go to the description of the video and scroll down and you'll see my Whatnot invite link. Click that link. It'll take you to Whatnot. It'll have you register, and it will automatically have you follow me. So you'll get a notification when I go live. So once you see me put the video out for Smoke Show, those will be for Whatnot. I'm not going to put those back on my website, so they'll be Whatnot exclusive. And then you can just tune in when we do Whatnot, say, hey, run some Smoke Show. I'll grab them and I'll start running Smoke Show. And you can grab some that way. You'll get a discount, and if you buy a certain amount, then anything you buy after that has free shipping. I want to say it's based on weight. Normally shipping, people pay between $8 and $9 on shipping, but then everything they buy after that is free shipping. It's pretty sweet. If you need to stock up, for sure, it's pretty sweet. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Okay. Well, can you message on YouTube? Did I see that? Did that even start? I'm gonna sub to you, man. We'll figure it out. I'll comment on one of your videos or something. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll go to one of your videos and comment, and then as soon as I see you reply, then I'll throw, I mean, you can email me, that's just somebody else might. I mean, hopefully they wouldn't. Let's face it, there's only 10 or 12. It's not like I've got like a huge following here on, it's not like I got, 10,000 people watching. I got 10 to 20 people watching, so hopefully nobody's going to try to snipe a free bag of bags from a young guy trying to start a YouTube channel. But I mean, my email address is just daniel@bentrodfishingusa.com. And it's on the bottom of my website. If you go to my website and scroll down to the bottom, the email is listed right there. You can just click on it, email me. That way I have your email, and then we'll figure it out. I'll get your mailing address. There'll be some info I need from you. Did you answer which one of the baits you feel more confident in? The fluke or the swim bait? The pre-rig hover rig or the are you more of like a cast and crank, or are you like a finesse guy? Power fisherman or finesse fisherman? And then I'll know what to send you. The swim bait. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you're fishing from like a kayak or from the bank, for sure from the bank, then the swim bait might be a little bit better for you. In my experience, anyway. Yeah, that curly tail. Okay, I'll get you back. Yep. And if you do a video on it, then I'll get you another bag or more bags, depending. But yeah, I'm looking for people to help me grow my brand, man. So if I can help you grow your channel, and then you help me grow my channel, then that's one hand washing the other, right? I don't care how young you are; it don't mean nothing to me. I mean, if you there's a lot of young people that watch YouTube. I mean, if you find if you can find that my nephew had a YouTube channel where he taught kids how to do just random stuff. His mom had the idea to do it, and I mean, it didn't blow up. He just got bored with it, but it was growing. But he was like 6, so his attention span was about that big. But it started to grow. Yeah, but the key on YouTube, teach people something. Oh, I appreciate that. I don't know what that is. Hopefully that's not a diss, but if it is, I'll take it. I'm a big boy. You can't defend me. I don't know what any of those words mean. I kind of want to screenshot this so I can look it up. Can I screenshot while I'm doing this? I'm gonna look that up. It did. I'm gonna look it up. And I'm gonna find you. If you just dissed me, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna mess with you. I don't mean find you physically. I just mean like on YouTube. That was not a threat. It was a joke. It was a joke. Come on, get off me. All right. That's good. That's good. That's shot. All right. Just need to demold. Oh, gotta look that up. Let's see if I missed any comments while that sets up. Yeah, you like how my wife comes in here and gives me crap and then just leaves? Mm-hmm. Just gonna skip over your wife's comment and then out. Girl, you know you don't care about this. Even from work, she's gonna shake her finger. Can't get away. Alright. We set up yet? Yeah. We'll get it. Yes. All right, man. No worries. Let's this over here. Stray Kids. Oh, that sounds like a spin-off of Bebe's Kids. What we pouring today? That is the question. Thank you for asking it. Gives me a chance to talk about it again. So I'm very excited actually about this color. It's called Shadtastic. This is the rig, the pre-rigged. It's kind of like a bluish gray on the top with big old fat silver flake and then a white translucent belly. So this color is cool because one of my pro staffers, Thomas Newman, he just graduated from high school this year. Last year, he went to the Bassmaster High School Fishing Combine. Yes, that's a thing. And he actually got picked up by a college, believe it or not. He got a scholarship to go to college and fish. My jaw dropped. I didn't even know that was a thing. So anyway, I'm very happy for him, very excited for him, and he reached out to me and said, hey, there are sponsorship requirements for this. You know, can you help sponsor me? And of course I am. But then I thought, you know what, I'm going to do one better. Why don't you come over and we'll design a custom color for you, and then I'll give you all the profits from the sales of that color. So this is my this is it in the swim bait. So yeah, and honestly, so I made the mistake. Here's it's not the first time I've made the mistake either. I'm an idiot. I do this periodically, and then I always kick myself in the butt for doing it. The algorithm on my YouTube channel, if it's not purely making baits, it squashes it. And I made a video that was called like Support a Champion, It's on there. It's been on there. It's been on my channel now for about over 2 weeks. I think it's got like 300 views. Normally I get 300 views the first night I drop a video. And this thing's been there for 2 weeks. So one of my other pro staffers, who's in his 40s, he's a hammer, found out I was doing this. He bought 5 bags, went out to a lake and crushed it. Just one after. He was sending me text messages. I can't keep him off this thing. You better get ready to make some Shadtastic. You better get ready to sell some baits, because I'm telling you, he was like, he'd been out there for about 3 hours and already caught 30 largemouth bass, just one after the other, after the other, after the other. And so he sent me all that footage, and so I made another video and put it on Instagram, and then I did a long form video yesterday, and I tucked it right at the end. But the whole video was about the color I did, hoping that the algorithm wouldn't squash it too bad. It still squashed it a little bit, but it's doing better than the other video did. And overnight, I think we got 5 orders for this color, and one of them, I'm gonna give him a shout out, because, and he probably wouldn't even want me to say what he did. Honestly, I have never met the guy in person, but if you don't subscribe, if you're here watching this and you don't subscribe to Lip Rippers, I have his sticker right here actually. So this is the logo that you're looking for. This guy, Lip Rippers Bait Co. His name is Chris. He's a really cool guy. I like his videos. He's funny. He's not afraid to be himself in front of the camera. So we've chatted back and forth. We did a bait swap. He got on yesterday, bought $85 worth of baits, and then immediately messaged me and said, "Don't even send me baits. Just give him all that money. I just want him to get all of that. I don't need the baits from it." I was just like, "Look, dude, I knew you were a cool guy, but that's a level of that's good. That's just a good guy. You're gonna drop $85 on a kid that you've never met to help him in his first year of fishing the Bassmaster College circuit. So go give Lip Rippers Bait Company a sub, please. He's worth it. His videos are good. He's good at making colors. If you're wanting to learn about this business, his color building is good, and he's worth the sub. He's a great guy. To do that for a kid you've never met, and I've never met him in person. We just chat back and forth here on YouTube and Instagram, but that's pretty much it. He's a heck of a guy. And then after that, it was just order. So that's why I'm doing this today. I'm like, crap, I need more Shadtastic. So I figured I might as well go live and talk about it. I'm making more than I need, so anybody watching this, if you want to, ooh, that one flashed hard. Why did that flash so hard? Strip that one down. That's no good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, if you like this color and you want to try it out, go to my website, bitrodfishingusa.com. And you'll see, support a champion. Click into there, and you'll see Shadtastic in there. Right now, this swim bait is hidden because I ran out of jigs, and then I went to Barlow's, and they're out of the hooks. So I don't know how long it's going to be before I can. Like, this is it, I think. Yeah, this is it. I have 2 more jigs after this. And then I won't be able to make any Mogambos for I don't know how long. Until Barlow's restocks their inventory, I can't get the hooks, so I can't make the jigs. So I decided to use all the rest of my jigs in this because the sales are climbing, but I went ahead and hid the listing for this specific bait because I didn't want to get a bunch of orders from it and then have to refund people's money because I don't know when I'm going to be able to make the jigs. So if you wait until tomorrow, then the inventory for this will be restocked, and I'll have it set to where once the inventory is gone, it won't just allow you to keep ordering. I have it set right now to where you can just place the order. And it says right there, this is made to order, it could be a week or 2 before you get your baits. But I just decided to go ahead and just do a big run. So anybody who's interested in this color, head on over to my website and check it out, and you'll see Thomas, you'll see fish that he's caught with it. If you need any more convincing, go to my Instagram and you'll see my pro staffer Ron. I put half the fish on there. It had to be 1.5 minutes long because then I can't use music, and I wanted to put it to music. So in 1.5 minutes, I didn't even get to fit all of the fish that he caught on. Now full disclosure, he didn't use the curly tail. He was exclusively using this. He has a forward-facing sonar, so minnow fishing is just, that's where it's at. If you've got live scope and you're not fishing minnows, you're not trying to take advantage of your live scope. That's just how it is. It's just the truth of it. And he crushed it. So he posted it on his Instagram, I posted it on mine, and the sales are, the orders are flying in right now. So my best boat watching that. That's awesome. What size hooks? So actually both of those are 3/0. The swim bait and the hover rig, they're 3/0. The swim bait has a 1/4 ounce lead poured around the shank. Here, I can show it to you, but I'm not going to be able to show you after this because these are literally my last two. This is the jig in the swim bait. It's got that 60-degree bend. And then this is the jig in the hover rig. And it's got the 90-degree bend. So this one you're going to fish very much different than that one. And I mean, if you're a fisherman, you want, yeah, duh. But I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the split tail minnow simply because it's extremely versatile. If you're fishing in a river, you can cast it up near the bank. I fish it like a spook. As soon as it hits the water, close the bail, rod tip down, and just pop, 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 and it will walk the dog under the water. If you use a bright color, like if you go to my website, I've got some colors that are basically white, and you can see it from a mile away, and when you focus on it, you can watch the smallmouth come up, or whatever. I fish for smallmouth, but whatever, you can watch the fish come up and stalk it, and inhale it. I mean, they will inhale it. Whereas this one, the Mogamba is a great bait. It's more for largemouth, and it is situational. You want to fish it around structure, you want to fish it around like weed edges. I've never talked to anybody who's had a lot of success with it in open water. Whereas the rig shines in open water. I mean, suspended fish out in open water, it is fantastic. But it's really good in rivers, it's good everywhere. I'm not going to blow smoke at you and say all of my custom baits are awesome everywhere, but the rig is. And we even crush speckled trout, redfish, flounder on the rig. I mean, you take them to salt and just, they're awesome. I thought that this would be great in salt. Just the curly tail, I have yet to catch anything on it in salt. It broke my heart. I was just like, that's got salt water written all over it. Nope. Or at least not where I've been fishing. All right, what are we doing? We're shooting baits. We're loaded, loaded, loaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I got 12 of those for him. All right, good. What state are you? I'm in West Virginia. I started bent rod fishing in Virginia, in Winchester, Virginia. But my wife and I decided to buy a house last year, and we got a lot more house for our money. Just 30 minutes away from where we live, just literally over the state line. But yeah, we moved everything to West Virginia, and we're so glad we did, because I won't get political on here, but shortly after that, things got real ugly in Virginia. We were like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for leading us to West Virginia, where that crap isn't happening. They are being taxed to oblivion in Virginia right now. It's ugly. Lake Michigan is my version of the ocean. I've heard that, actually. I have heard fishing in the Great Lakes is like fishing in the ocean. I'm headed to Wisconsin later this month, actually. Don't ask me where. I'm not positive. We're going to visit some friends of ours who live in Tampa most of the time, but they, when it gets super, super hot in Florida, they have a lake house up in Wisconsin. So we're, for the first time ever, going to visit them at their lake house. My wife bought the plane ticket, so I don't know. It's about an hour from, what's the big city in Wisconsin? I don't know. I'm not in geography state of mind right now. But I'm taking baits. They live on the lake. I will be fishing, hopefully making some content. Milwaukee, that's it. They're about an hour, I want to say southeast or west of Milwaukee. That's the big one. Yep, you are correct. This way. Okay. Oh, maybe. I'm not sure if it was east or west. I've never been to Wisconsin. I know where it is on a map, but the way that the state is laid out, where Milwaukee is in comparison to anywhere else, I don't know. I have a lot of customers in Wisconsin, though, actually. A lot of people buy from my website from Wisconsin. There's just two. Okay. Works. Ugh. I got a hook. Ugh. I assume you mean in yourself. That's no good. Ugh. That's no good. It always sucks to be in that position where you're like, do I push it through to the other side and clip it, or do I try to pull it out and deal with the barb? It's a mental thing. I push through. I've done both. When I was a kid, I was like, nope, I'm not pushing it further. It just mentally, I couldn't wrap my brain around how that was better. It's so much better if you just push it through and out and then clip it and then pull it out. But yeah, you got to get mentally there where you're like, yeah, I'm going to make this worse before it gets better. 2 hours from Milwaukee. That's cool, man. All right. What are we doing? No, I need to top them off. That's all we're doing. There we go. Last tournament of the season last year, and broke. And got Whopper Plopper in my shoe. Ugh. Hopefully not more than one bar. Whopper Plopper means treble. Ugh. That's no good. Oh man. Whopper Plopper hook is what it was for me too. Jeez. Nope, that's no good. I do love a Whopper Plopper though. That was my favorite bait to paint. Actually, it was one of my best selling baits when I painted baits were my Whopper Ploppers. I love them. I don't understand the guys who, I mean, when you find people, Whopper Ploppers are very divisive. People either love them or they don't just hate them, but they try to heckle you for using them, which is just so weird. I don't understand that. I've got a pro staffer who's, if you say Whopper Plopper, he just goes, gay. I'm like, seriously, dude? I catch like really big fish on it, and it's top water. Like, it's so much fun. He just, in his head, nope. It's like, you are crazy. I don't get it. And I have found a lot of people like that. You say Whopper Plopper, they're just like, what do you care what other people use, man? In the thumb, so you might not have been able to push it, especially with the treble. Yeah, there's a way, I've seen it, where you put pressure on the hook one way and have somebody like put fishing line under it, and you kind of pinch down and pop, and it's supposed to minimize the barb damage. I've seen like YouTube shorts where it's like animated and it shows you how to do it. But I have not done it. Oh, that's what you meant with, oh, it's braid. Is it braid that the only one you, oh, because it doesn't stretch. That makes sense. Yeah, I didn't know it was just braid, but I see what you're saying now. I used to have braid on all of my rods. The only reason I don't anymore, I just got so sick of connecting leaders. I got so sick. It didn't matter how long my leader was. I'd fish for 20 minutes and it'd be this long. And I'm like, ugh. And I'd take it off, another uni to uni knot, and tie another leader on. I just got so sick of doing leaders. I was like, screw it. I went straight fluoro for a while. But honestly, mono gets it done for me. It really does. Yeah. Yeah, it does. What's your Gmail? Well, no, it's not my Gmail. It's email. Daniel@bentrodfishingusa.com. Something big flying overhead. Yeah. Well, and that's mainly what I fish for, smallies. Yeah. Smallies and trout, and you definitely don't want to go straight braid for trout either. They're even more picky than smallies are. So yeah, it was just constant retying leaders. I'm like, that's it. I pulled all the braid off. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. Oh, I'm so sick of it. All right. Nice. Two pins. Oh, lead. Yeah, I hate pouring lead. I got a really good lead pot. Like I spent the money. Can you see it? Yeah, the little green. I spent the money. It's really nice. Got a digital temperature control. I don't think it's ever clogged on me, and I used it a lot for like 3 years. I still hate doing it, and I'm spoiled, so that means something. But I don't think I'm going to be shooting much lead anymore. Yeah, I know. When I go live, honestly, it's not for the sake of trying to like get analytics. Like I have my monetization's off. I don't do this to make money. When it posts, I'll turn the monetization on. But I don't want to make you guys sit there going through watching videos while I'm doing my live. I mainly do it just because I want to have something to do while I'm shooting baits. Really, that's what it is. And it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've done it live. But yeah, I always have better luck with them if I do them at like 7 or 8 p.m. But I mean, this is what I do full time, right? As yeah, I'm from Memphis. Please send your email. Daniel@bentrodfishingusa.com. If you need, I think I could probably type it in the chat. What was I saying? Oh, bad time. Yeah, bad time of day for the live. Yeah. By the time I By the time a good time of day comes around to go to live, I'm still burnt out on making baits. Like, I'm not going live. That's all I do all day. That's why I mainly focus on my long form videos. Oh, are you kidding me? Yep. See, this is what happens when I go live when I'm making baits. I shoot it upside down. That white's supposed to be on the belly. I'm gonna have to strip those off and do them again. Daggone it. I put the mold in backwards. Alright, we'll do those later. No, I need to do them now, I think. Sucks. Alright. Sorry, I can't remember your email each time you say it. Alright. Hold on. Let me see if I can type it in. For me, they're goals. If bent rod fishing could get even halfway as far down the bait making road as biz baits, that's their goals for me. I don't like rip them off. I don't copy colors or anything like that. I just look at where they are, what they're doing, and that's exactly what I want for bent rod bait. So I was watching one of their shows, and they obviously run production machines, not like a shooting star, but like a Zorn, right? So when you change colors on the Zorn, you'll end up, like if you go from, I don't know, white and chartreuse to green pumpkin, then the first 5 or 10 rounds of baits will be a mixture of those colors. And I've always just thrown them away, or I have some bait making friends in the area. I'll just chuck them in a bucket and I give it to them so that they can chop them up, melt them down, and use them as remelt. But then I saw biz baits, they called them their transition baits, and they sell them at a discount. And I was just like, ah! And the discount's not even that big. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I don't see how that I can type into chat. I don't know why it won't. I normally do this through my laptop. But Caden, you can go to my website and you can find my email there. Daniel at bentrodfishingusa.com. All right, let's see. What's up, brother? See, you're hard at it. Yes, sir. What's going on, Jeffrey? Make sure I didn't. I need to raffle reject baits. Yeah. Sorry, I can't remember. Okay, I'm caught up. Yeah, my wife has been telling me I should put them on the website as oops and just have them be discounted. And I've thought about it, but I don't want there to be baits of bent rod. I don't want to have bags of my baits out in the world that aren't, I don't want to say all my baits are perfect, but that don't reach my level of acceptance, if that makes sense. Because not everybody's going to know. Like if you buy a bag at a discount and then your buddy's in your boat and he picks it up and the baits look like crap, then he's going to see bent rod, crappy baits, and then that's going to stick with him. That's at least was my thought process on it. I guess I could come up with different packaging or just a sticker. That's what BizBaits did. There's stickers, literally. They had a sticker on it that said transition bait, imperfect color. Like that, then I guess people look at it and go, oh, they know this. It was sold at a discount. But I don't have all that. All my bags are exactly the same size, look exactly the same. So I'm getting there. I'm getting to the point where I'll start doing stuff like that. Or I'll just sell them on Whatnot. Yeah. I typically throw them, I say empty, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5-gallon buckets that I have washed out that had plastisol in them. I've washed them out, and every now and then I just go through all of like these baits that I'm chucking over here to the side, and I throw them in the bucket. And my buddy Noah, or I got a couple other buddies around here that make baits, and if I see them, I'm like, hey, you want a bucket of plastic? And I just hand it to them. They go home, chop them up, melt them down, and because they don't sell, they make baits for themselves for fun. Okay, sounds good, bud. I'm getting ready for my auditing for today. Oh, adulting. I thought that said auditing. I'm like, you're an auditor? Get off my channel. Adulting. Well, that sucks too, man. It sucks to have to adult. Well, I don't know. I guess having a beer on the beach is an adult thing to do. That doesn't suck. I guess it depends on what level of adulting you're doing. Sorry, I gotta clean these jigs off. So I have an imperfect number of these Mogambos. It won't fill the bag unless I finish these off. So I gotta clean all this plastic off of them, recoat them with Bond coat, dry them, and then reshoot them, and not shoot them upside down again like a moron. There we go. I've never done Bond coat on the fly. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's not the fun adulting. Man, I tell you, I need to raise my desk up. It kills my back. There we go. So, just so you know, I'm not BSing. I coat every jig with Bond coat. And that causes the plastic and the lead to fuse together, baby. These baits are crazy durable because of this stuff. I don't normally do it by hand like this. Normally I've got a jig mold that holds like 75 per mold, and I've got 3 of them, so I load it up, and then I just go through and coat them. That'll work. And let it to dry. I haven't heard from Carl in forever. I think he's been busy fishing. I assume we're talking about the same Carl. I really only know one. Alright. He told me the same thing. Nobody likes auditors. That is fact, Jack. Nobody likes auditors. Heck, I don't even think auditors like auditors. What's up, Rob? Welcome back, brother. There we go. Alright. Try not to make that mistake again. Yeah, DVL, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. He's a good guy. Alright, I got 2 more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 24. Okay. Now I need to flip that back over. Fix these 2. How are you doing? I'm doing. I just accidentally shot 2 Mogambos upside down and put the belly color on top and the top color on the belly. So I had to strip the jigs, recoat them, and I'm going to reshoot them now. You've been in enough of my lives, you know what happens. I get in here and then I start not paying attention, start making mistakes. Oh, don't do that. What are you doing? Holy crap. That's one these hooks are fine because I've already shot them once. How about you don't? Oh, that's not good. I got plastic in there. Okay, good now. There we go. Okay. All right, boss. That sounds good. Yeah, shoot me an email and we'll make it happen. He was pouring jigs. Oh, Bismuth. Yeah, I saw that he posted a video about that. Who did I see? I think I saw Marlon Bates do that once. It had its quirks, like the temps that you have to melt it at, and I think it's lighter than lead. So, like if you've got a lead mold for a 1/4 ounce and you use bismuth, it won't be a 1/4 ounce. There were issues about using it. But yeah, I've heard that you can do that. I wonder how it is price-wise. Did he say? Is it more expensive or cheaper than lead? How are you doing this today? Catch up. Oh, you sent me an email. I just saw that. Okay, cool. And you said the curly tail. We can do it. There we go. All right, let's get this. Three whole people setting the world on fire in here. Probably because people are sick of hearing that stupid compressor. Slightly. Oh, it's heavier. Okay. It costs more money. Oh. Interesting. So he just did it for the video. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to switch to it, I guess. That's cool, man. I wish I was fishing right now. I'm embarrassed to say this. I have not gone bass fishing once this year. At all in 2026. Have not cast the line for a smallmouth, a largemouth, nothing but trout. I did trout in late February, early March, and then I've been slammed ever since. Absolutely slammed. Constantly behind on inventory. I'm not complaining. Sales have been really good, but man, I want to go fishing. What good is it to be working in the fishing industry if you never get to fish? Did go catch a crap ton of tuna in Panama. I guess can't complain. On vacation. ready yet? Oh, ready. Yep. Please don't let me mess these up again. Hey, all right. Yes, sir. I like it. All right, I think I got 5 bags of those now. I caught one. Nice. All right, I am officially out of Mogambo jigs. Good Lord. Yeah, that's nice. There's some new people in here. This is what we're shooting today. It's a color I call, well, it's a color called Shadtastic. One of my pro staffers created it. And I'm giving him all of the profits to help him go to college, to help him fish in college. He got a scholarship, but he has sponsorship responsibilities. So I'm trying to help him meet his sponsorship goals by giving him all the profits from this color of this bait. Shadtastic. And buddy, it is putting in work right now. Only if you don't want to deal with the chances of poisoning with the market you're in. Go for it. Yeah, I barely shoot. I haven't shot lead. I've only shot lead once this year so far. I found a company out of Mississippi that I'm outsourcing all my jigs to now. I just have to get him a couple Mogambo jigs, which means, or rigs, or jigs, which means I'm gonna have to go through my personal tackle box, find a couple Mogambos, rip the jig out, clean it up, mail it to him, and then he's gonna create a master mold and then create a larger spin casting mold so that he can mass produce my Mogambo jigs and I can just focus on making baits. Cost of the bait goes up, but production of the baits goes through the roof. So at the end of the day, it's less work for me, no risk of lead poisoning, and more money at the end of the day, honestly. So it's a win-win-win-win-win. He said it holds up better than lead, and powder paint holds better. Oh, interesting. Powder paint would hold better on it. That's I wouldn't have thought about that. We don't have all kinds of Shadtastic on here. Hopefully these sales keep going. I don't have to sit on these till next year. Alright, who said it holds up? There you are, okay. These three, really good. Okay, that's what I need to do now. So I need to do another bag of the unrigged. Another bag of unrigged. Yeah, and then the rest of it's rigged. Here we go. Time is money. You are correct. Very much so. Whew. All right, let's get her going. take a spray bottle. Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. I can hear it. I can hear it. Yes, I do. It's driving me crazy. I might do that after the live, actually. Yep. Yeah, I can hear that. It's a steady leak because when I first got it, it didn't do that. So I don't know where the leak has started. Is it up here? No, it's not at my vise. It's definitely down there. Ugh. It's so much quieter than my other compressor though. I've got another one and I swear, if that thing went off during a live, you would all log out. That thing rattles the house. It is not meant for this. This is ultra quiet. It's pretty quiet, especially compared to that thing. It's quiet, but good grief, going off every 30 seconds is driving me crazy. How we looking? Still a little angry. No, not quite. Oh, gracious. It's supposed to rain, but it doesn't look like it's gonna. I know. I thought that. It was a cheap Amazon one too, so it could be. I made too much of this. I'm realizing now I made too much of this plastic. Yeah, it could be the regulator. Ugh. I gotta stop buying things off Amazon. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Hopefully it's just like a shark bite fitting or something. I can just replace it and be done with it. Yeah, actually Carl, DVL Customs, he was telling me to take some, just a couple pieces of plywood and make like a open box, not completely like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-sided box. Leave one end open, and on the inside take the that basement insulation. It's like this big. Just glue it to the inside. And plop that thing over it. You won't hear it at all. I haven't done it yet. I need to. Spend all my time making baits. I don't do any projects. None of my projects have gotten done. I've just been making baits. Yeah, I know. It's so funny what flake does. See that top color? Does that look green to you? Nope. Right? You want to know what pigment it is? 100% Emerald City. Straight green pigment, and it looks green until you put this big old chunky silver. The second you put that in there, it just kind of goes poof, and it turns this like bluish gray. I mean, it's like a slate bluish gray. There is a slight green tint to it if you take it outside, but it's so weird what flake can do to a pigment. And it's not curled, like it's not leaking into it. It just changes it. It's cool. I think it's a pretty cool effect, but it is weird. Yeah, I probably would. You are correct. Yeah, I should probably do that. I even have some. I've got a big old piece of 3/4 inch plywood outside, even thicker. Just need to cut that down, build a box, put a hole in it. Well, see, that's going to suck because I do regularly switch out my hose for my clamp with my hose for my air blower, and I clear out my lines of my shooting star with it, so that'll be annoying to have to move it every time I want to do that, but I guess not nearly as annoying as this thing going off every 30 seconds, so, you know, lesser of two evils. Guess I could put hinges on one of the ends of it and make it like a door. I'll figure something out. Just gotta find the time to do it. Big as the devil. Alright. Alright, there you go, Ron. Got them for you. Alright. You know what? Maybe I'll sell some of these on Whatnot. And I'll just figure it out. That's what we'll do. Because I got a lot, I cooked up way too much of this plastic. I overestimated how much plastic I was going to need. But sales have taken a big boost towards this color the last couple of days. If it keeps happening, maybe we'll just work through them all. I hope so. Website is full price, so Thomas gets a lot more money that way. Could shoot some tracer shad for Thomas, who loves that bait. Could do that. Work through some of the plastic to save my jigs. That's gonna sell though. That'll sell on Whatnot for sure. The favorite bait that I make is my pre-rigged rig. This guy. Right there. I catch more fish on this bait than I catch on anything else in the world. Now, you gotta take that with a grain of salt, because when I fish, I only fish with my baits anymore. I don't fish with any other baits ever. I don't get to fish often, so when I go, I always have cameras running. I've got GoPro on my chest. I got an Insta360 on the pole behind me. I'm always trying to get content to help me sell my baits. So I only fish my baits anyway, but I have the rig, I've got it unrigged, I've got the Mogombo, now this isn't a custom, but I've got my tracer shad, I've got a paddle tail, ooh, but this would look good in the paddle tail. I've got finesse worm, and I got a little drop shot worm that's new. So I mean, of all the baits I offer, I've got a pretty wide selection, but that one, that was definitely it. Definitely. But I've never fished from the bank. I'm either out with one of my pro staffers on their boat, or I'm out in like a kayak. I actually sold my kayaks this spring. I had two. I want to get like a small, like crawdad or something, so that my wife and I can go out and do some fishing. And I just haven't pulled the trigger. I haven't had the time to fish anyway, so I haven't spent the money. If I get to a point where I've got the time, then I'll go out and get one and get a trolling motor and a battery, and we'll hit it up. Hey, I'll do that. What's up, Cecil? He's making waves. Yes, he is. What's going on, Cecil, man? I am, well, making well, actually I have yours, but you kind of wiped me out. Your order wiped, I haven't been keeping very big stock of that Shadtastic. And I think the rig that you ordered was my last bag. So I decided to go live today and do a big run of it. I said I wasn't going to keep stock of it, but over the last 3 days, I'm getting like more and more orders. So I think people are finally seeing those videos and they're kind of, I guess, liking the fact that I'm helping to support a kid in college. So I hope they're going to make me regret it. I might end up having all my sales go to Thomas. But that's what I wanted. I wanted to help him. Oh, right on. Lunch break. Well, I appreciate you popping in, brother. Oh, I don't need gloves. I need to demold. Oop, that is not ready. Ooh, that burned. All right. You go get some more water. All right. This needs to raise here. Let's shoot some tracers. I'm gonna shoot some tracers. I'm gonna give Thomas some tracers. That's what we'll do. Here we go. Perfect. All right. Go. Sparks. All right, that'll help me get through the question. See how many more rigs on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. So one more would be 11 bags. I've got that. So 11 bags, 12 bags, 13 bags, 2 more. 14 bags. What's up, fishy things? Welcome. If you're just joining us, we are doing a custom color that one of my pro staffers came up with called Shadtastic. That's the color right there. That's a pre-rigged hover rig. I appreciate that. The roof is wild. Oh, with the lights? Yeah, the lights are cool. I love them. I love them. It really helps when I do like whatnot shows and stuff because I put my camera there facing this way and I turn those fluorescents up really bright, and so I can still wear my hat and not end up with like a shadow on it, like it lights the whole room up really well. That was not planned, it just happened to be. I'm not smart enough to have gone, let's do this, that'll work out. Oh, I need to top off those tracer shads. Appreciate the sub, always. I appreciate that. I regret the flooring. I gotta be honest. These are like peel and stick tiles, and well, they peeled, but they ain't sticking for crap. They keep coming up on the edges, and we're gonna have to redo the flooring at some point. But whatever, it's a workshop. What are you gonna do? I just trip over the edge, break it off, and cuss, and keep on going. The lights, the floor on it, yeah. How many baits do you think you've made? There's 5 bags, that's 20, this will be 14, 42, 62, 70, 82 so far. 82 baits so far. Oh wait, no, I didn't count the unrigged. 82, and then that's 3 bags. That's 18, 90. No, 100. What did I say, 72 or 82? I said 82, right? If I said 82, it's 100. If I said 72, then it's 90. I don't remember. It does. It looks really cool. I did, when my wife and I just bought this house, we bought it right before Christmas last year, and this room was hideous. Absolutely hideous. The walls were like bright fluorescent orange. If you go to my channel and go through my shorts, I did a 3-part hyperlapsed video of me like painting the walls, ripping out the carpet, putting the flooring in, and installing the lights, and then like a finished like 360. It was pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty cool video. And it's set to one of my favorite songs of all time too. So if you want to see how it went down, and see the floor before it looked like crap, which it does now. You probably can't see details up there. You can't see that there's gaps between it and it's cracked, but it is. It's not in very good shape anymore. But yeah, no, it's, when we did the white, and what you can't see is my doors painted black. Like everything's like monochromatic. I like the look. We're planning on, how many people are only 11? That's okay. Y'all won't tell nobody. So we are actually very excited right now. We are probably going to pull the trigger on having an actual shop and not me working out of my home anymore. I plan on buying a production machine, so I can make about 350, maybe 400 baits a day right now. I can make more if I really bust my butt, but just on an average day, I'm putting out about 350 to 400 baits a day. Once I get that production machine, we'll be putting out over 6,000 baits a day. And then we're renting a spot. I plan on using that machine to help me raise the money to get another machine and another machine. And my goal is to eventually be at least regional, if not national. Oh, I didn't know you were back in here. Never mind, that was a joke. I only did that to mess with Cecil, everybody. I'm not doing any of that. Yeah, we started crunching numbers and looking at everything, and honestly, I mean, I know this is it's a controversial topic. Some people might log out as soon as I say it, and other people might be like, "Ooh, tell me more," because they're open to it. But I've been using AI to help me figure out a business plan, because people say, "Oh, it's not my first rodeo." This is my freaking first rodeo. I've never owned a business before. I didn't go to college for this. I just started a business because I lost my job during COVID, and now I just refuse to go back and punch a time clock. But it has, like, I put all my info in, and it said, if you do this, this, and this, then by this amount of time you'll have this, and then you can use that to do this. It even said my area, like the average rental space for light industrial zoned yada yada, with this kind of air removal systems going for between, you know, $2,500 to $3,000 a month, you know, yada yada. This is how much space you'll need. You'll be able to fit 3 more machines. I mean, it laid it out. I mean, you would have thought I went to some like super genius. You would have thought I went to Elon Musk and said, help me create a business plan for Bent Rod. And I showed my wife, and we both sat there and read it and just went, holy crap, we just went from having a dream to having a plan, like that. And now we're on the plan, and everything it said is working. Everything is working. So we're hopefully going to pull the trigger on our production machine this coming spring. They take between 3 to 6 months to make, depending on how backed up they are, and depending on how many molds you need. I only need the molds for my customs. Obviously, I'm not going to try to have them create big production molds for a tracer or a worm that isn't my custom. Like, it'll have to be custom. But yeah, we're super excited about it. I'm going to have a separate studio for YouTube and whatnot sales, and sky's the limit. Fingers crossed, sky's the limit. If not, it's an LLC. We'll shut it down and I'll go back into sales. But we're finally going to make a real attempt to take Bent Rod to the next level. And we're a little nervous, but extremely excited about it. Oh, I don't need gloves on. I need to demold. Thank you, I appreciate that. Use it. Oh, yeah. I've told a couple people that I did that, and they were like, I'm like, all right, well, you know, you do you, man. I mean, I get it. I do get it. But if you think about it, like if you have Gemini on your phone, you basically have like a PhD level answer book, right? So you can ask it anything. And so far, it has not said that if you do this, this will happen, and it not happened. Like, so far, every single thing that it was like, here's what you need to do, here's what you need to focus on, and then you'll find this. And yep, that has been the case. But yeah, I appreciate it. Hopefully we will have success. And I don't need to become a billionaire. I'm just looking for something that can help me retire. I lived. When I was young, I lived. I wasn't working and saving. I don't have a 401k. I was partying. I was making memories, and I was stupid. And now I'm 47, and I'm going, oh crap, I'm going to have to work until I'm 80 unless I figure something out. And then when I lost my career because of COVID, I was like, well, I'm not doing this crap anymore. I'm not letting anybody else dictate to me how successful I'm going to be. And so I started bent rod fishing. Yeah, you are, buddy. I hope that you do what you were talking about with your Presto pot, Cecil. I hope you do. Again, I'm not trying to push you in it. You know, I don't know your situation, but I've done 2 whatnot shows. The first show, I only had 13 followers when I started the show. It was a 3.5-hour show, and I did about $475 in sales. I did my second show this past Friday. It was an 1.5 hours long, and I did $522 in sales. And after those 2 shows, I went from 13 followers to 200 and something, just in 2 shows. And I'm averaging, now it's in sales, right? You got to replenish. It's not pure profit, but I'm averaging, I don't know, what is that? 5.5 hours and about 1,000, so over $200 an hour. I've never made $200 an hour before, I'll tell you that. And I'm still not, right? That's not pure profit, but the margins are good, right? The margins are good. If you build your business right and you run your whatnot show correctly. Like, I will tell you this, if you're still on here, Cecil, well, it looks like you probably are. If you do the whatnot, well, first of all, reach out to me. You got my cell phone number, text me. But one of the biggest mistakes, and I read this, I'm not saying this like I'm not being like on my high horse and trying to preach to people. I read this and I have found it to be true. People get on whatnot and they start all their, because it's an auction style bid, right? People start their auctions at $1 bid, which is great if you've got 150 to 200 people sitting in your room, because that goes $1 up to $12 in like 3 seconds. But if you're small like me, I don't think I've ever had more than 40 people in one of my shows at one time, because people pop in and they leave, pop in and they leave. So don't do dollar bids. Like when I sell my packs of the rig, they MSRP at $9. I start my bid on them at $5, which is basically wholesale pricing. So even if it sells at $5, it's just like I sold it to a tackle shop. And I throw bags up, they sell, right? And so I had a bag of rigs the other night go for $22. I MSRP them at $9. If people get in there and they get competitive and you get that competitive swiping action going on, I'm telling you, I've seen 6-packs of core shot Cincos. One bag, 6-pack of core shot Cincos selling there for $24 because it was core shot and it looked cool. People are impulsive and whatnot. I'm telling you, you can get on, you can make a crap ton of money on whatnot. And quick, and it's fun. And it's fun. Which is, you wouldn't think is a big deal, but it is. Like you're sitting there bantering back and forth with people, you're egging people on. Like I'll have somebody bid and at the last second somebody will come in and like take the bid. And I mean, I build competition between them. I'm like, oh, so you're gonna let this guy do that to you? And then they'll just swipe back and forth. And that price just goes up by $1 every time they do it. It's they're having fun, they're in chat going, oh my goodness, this is awesome, great show. I'm having fun because I'm watching my bait sell for more than I expected them to. It's a win-win, man. And I've seen you on TikTok, you've got what it takes. You're personable, you're funny, people like you. You've got a big fan base on TikTok, Cecil. You can do it. You just gotta pull the trigger. I had to leave on back. Okay. That does look good. There's not a bait on the market that makes a 2-color laminate look better than the tracer shad. Look at that bait. Heck, I want to bite it. Look at the back. I love that chunky silver flake. Come on. That's nice. It is Shadtastic. Look at this. Oh yeah. No bubbles. Hi, Shelly. How's your work day going? What's your favorite thing to fish for? What my favorite fish to fish for? It kind of depends. I mean, I guess if you're saying like in the world, it's gonna lose me some followers. But I prefer saltwater over fresh. It just, I don't know what it is about fishing salt. You don't know what it is. There's a mystery about fishing saltwater that, like, if I go to the Shenandoah River and I throw this bait, I caught a smallmouth or a walleye. And I have not caught a walleye yet. I just know they're in there. So, I mean, I can tell you 99% chance if I throw this and I feel the tug, it's a smallmouth. But when you go to the salt, man, it could be so many different things. So many different things. And I like a tug. And you can be like, oh, 10-pound bass will give you a tug. Well, first of all, you're going to catch probably 3 of those in your entire life unless you just do this for a living. And that's if you do a lot of it. Whereas the average fish in the ocean is 10 to 15 pounds. I mean, I'm catching tuna that are 20, 30, 60 pounds. I mean, that's the tug. You know, I mean, don't talk to me about bass. Bass ain't nothing. You go to the saltwater, that's a tug. You fight one fish and you're about ready to go home and take a nap, that's a fight. I love it. I love it. I just love fishing saltwater. So anything in the salt, I love. And these don't even get big. I like fishing for speckled trout. It's active. I don't like trolling. I like popper fishing. When we went to Panama just a month ago, my wife, who was in here a second ago, let's go fish the client early, so we're hanging out for a minute. Oh, nice. Well, that's my wife. So she and I went to Panama to visit my parents and caught 12 yellowfin tuna. They averaged 15 to 20 pounds a piece. You want to talk about some beat puppies. By the time we got home, we were like, well, we're going into a coma. We're going to drink some Panamanian beer, and we're going into a coma. We're going to lay in the pool, drink a beer, pass out. Like, we were whooped. That doesn't happen when I go smallmouth fishing. Plus, saltwater fish just taste better. Sorry, but they do. Crappie are great. Walleye is great. But come on. Saltwater fish tastes better. Nothing beats a red snapper or a fresh yellowfin tuna. They're just so much better. So, I know that doesn't answer your question specifically, but anything in the salt. And I'll tell you, the one fish that has eluded me, because like I mentioned, my parents live in Panama, so we almost exclusively vacation there, simply because it's so affordable. All we have to do is fly in, and then room and board. We don't have to get a rental car. My parents have a car, and they live there. We don't get to see them often, so it just makes sense. Two birds, one stone. You get to see the parents, and my parents are awesome and like really cool and fun to hang out with. Plus, you get to go to a place in Central America. We're on the beach. It's gorgeous. The fishing's amazing. Our full day fishing charter was $300. We tipped them $350, and we went out and caught, after that was filleted, probably 150 pounds of yellowfin tuna. You can't do that here in the States, I'll tell you that. You cannot do that here. But if you want to talk about freshwater, it's probably smallmouth at this point. I really like fishing rivers for smallmouth. Honestly, I'm more about where I'm fishing than I am about what I'm fishing for. I don't own a bass boat, so I don't really like going to lakes, because if I do, I'm either in a kayak, and you're just limited on what you can do. I'm 6'4", overweight, and all my balance is gone. So I can't stand up in a kayak. I can't stand and fish. I got to sit, and you can't work a jerkbait properly. You can't work a spook properly when you're sitting, and you need to be able to stand up and put your rod tip down. So I don't really like fishing from a kayak. If I fish from a river, it's typically in a John boat, and I can stand. I understand rivers. I can break down. I can look at a river and tell you where every fish is, and I'm right. I spent years studying trout streams, and smallmouth act the exact same way that trout do. They hold in the same places, they eat the same kind of food. Like, if you know how to go to a trout stream and figure out where the trout are in the moving water, then you know exactly how to break down a river to find smallmouth. And so that's what I like to do. Fishing for smallmouth in a river is just, I can do that all day. When we get back to the landing to leave, I'm disappointed because I don't want to leave. I can do that all day. Long answer to a simple question. Clients are always asking me, what's my favorite hair color to do? What's your favorite color bait to do? That's a good question. The new one. I do the same colors so often, new ones. So anytime you look at my YouTube channel and you see new custom bait, that was my favorite color to do. I just like creating new colors. I have a mental need to create. Well, I'm talking to my wife. It's just like Landon. If I'm creating something, I'm happy. Even if it doesn't turn out right. Even if the color isn't what I wanted it to be and it ends up looking horrible and I throw everything away, I'm still happier creating a new color than I am getting out my laptop and looking up to restock cookies and cream or bib sauce or emerald shiner. Like, those are great colors, but anything new, those are my favorite colors. These young kids doing stuff in here, I don't even know what that means. I fish with ginormous carp heads for alligator gar. Now that, I did not have the opportunity, I did. I don't know what, let me rephrase that. I lived in Jacksonville, Florida. We had alligator gar. And I never took the opportunity to fish for them. I had an opportunity, and I caught a couple of different kinds of gar, and they may have even been alligator, but they were small. I know those things get like 6 feet long, this big around, like and I've seen it in Texas. They're monsters. They're prehistoric monsters. That would be, and if you're using ginormous carp heads, then that's what you're fishing for. Yeah, that is, that'll make you want to go home and take a nap too. I guarantee it. Those things are rippling muscle. I'll tell you what I would love to be able to have a chance to do is go to South America and fish for I hope I don't mispronounce this. The Arapaima, I think is what they're called. Man, those things are psychotic. Those things are crazy, and they're gorgeous. And apparently they put it on you. All right, let's see. 310, 310. We're good. I need to keep making baits. I'm yapping too much. Oop. Oh, I felt bubbles. All right, finally getting to the end of this plastic. I don't know what all those things mean, but I appreciate it. Quit yapping. Yeah. As long as the color doesn't change, I'm good. Oh, I'm completely out of frame. Probably don't think anybody's here. I gotta find a better camera setup. Sorry, I need to get one of those Elgato things. Good gifts. I think. They are you sent into they're gifts? Okay. I don't really know how that works. I'll have to look into that. What does that mean? What do they do? Great to see you again, sir. I have good effort. Oh, adulting. Man, come on, stop adulting. Just make baits and fish, man. That's have fun at work. Well, have fun. A second shift doesn't sound like. Have a good second shift, brother. No, I did say thank you. Listen, don't come in. I don't need my wife coming into my chat and trying to like scold me and tell me. I'm just saying I don't understand what they do. Yeah, I knew what mine was. Didn't know if it was okay. If it works as soon as TikTok, you make money on it. Oh, okay. Well then, thank you very much. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just like an emoji. People were just going, hey, this is awesome. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody. They cost money to buy the gems for them. Oh, is that what that is up there? Yeah, it looks like a gem. 215 gems. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Learn something new every day. Well, you guys rock. Thank you very much. Don't forget to top off your tracer shads, Daniel. All right. We are getting close to the end of the plastic. Make sure I didn't miss anything. We had a whole lot of quit your yapping. I remember that. Okay, yeah, I'm caught up. I'm caught up. Such an old what? Don't answer that. Please don't answer that. I'm just kidding. That was not a challenge. Please don't answer that. Oh, you're such an old. I get it. Fine. It's not old, it's experienced, right? I think of it in like video games. I'm just high level. Like I leveled up. Y'all are just noobs. Y'all don't know nothing yet. I'm like a level 60, y'all are all level like 30. You wish you could get to level 60. I just gotta keep thinking of it in video game terms, and when y'all calling me old, I'm just like, that's right. You know that's right. I got all the good armor, I got all the good gear. Y'all ain't got nothing. All right. Well, I think I'm got enough Shadtastic to last me for a while. That's good. Alright. Some more tracer shads and we'll probably be done. Oh. But very happy when I can cut that thing off for the day. I need to find the leak. I just need to find the leak. I'm gonna go get some Windex before. So basically you're 60. Level 60, yes, I'm level 60, out of 60. I'm rating, I'm in the end game. I'm in the end game. That's just not making it better, like at all. I thought it would, it's not making it better. I'm not happy. I'm gonna backtrack and take all of this back. I will not allow this live to be posted for forever, so y'all can claim all you want, there'll be no proof. Probably by your wife too, huh? Probably. That's how it is. You're old. Or your kids. I think you have kids. Yeah. I remember you saying your daughter was sick one time or it like hurt her arm or leg. Yeah, you got kids. Kids will call you old. That'll for sure happen. Yep. Tis what tis. I'm old on paper, not mentally. Yeah. Oh, mine say it. Mine say it. They're adults though. I don't know how old your kids are. Mine are adults. They don't live under my house anymore. They're not nearly as afraid of me as they once were. Oh, I love you too, Shelly. Are you almost done? You said you were going to get off early. What time is that? My son got his driver's license yesterday. Nice. Nice. You can start sending him to the store. Go get some bread, punk. Those were good days. Christian, I need you to go pick something up. And they loved it. They loved it. We'd get excited. I'm like, sweet. This is awesome. Yep. I don't have any kids that are 21 yet, but it would be nice to be like, hey, go get me a 6-pack. Like 5:30 or so. Okay. Sounds good. I'll see you then. Have a good rest of your day, Shelly. I assume you're logging out. It is 3 o'clock. 3 p.m. in Inwood, West Virginia. Nice. I like it. No, just the random love you. I assumed that was a love you bye. I mean, you are at work. I assumed you were going to have to go sooner than later. Knees up. No. There we go. All right. Alright, let's see. Barely have any plastic left. I was trying to be nice. I was giving you a hard time. Well, okay. At least you're staying balanced. Let's see. What do I want to make? Oh, you shut up. That's what I want to make out of. I am going to shoot some paddle tails in this color. There we go. Oh, oh. Oh, wrong one. That's right. And show you where we are. Okay. Cool. Okay. Have a good day, babe. Oh. That's it. Alright, nice. Let's set up one more shot and I think I'll be done. Yeah. Yeah, fishing's one of my favorite things to do for sure. I do enjoy what I do. I like making baits, especially new colors. And actually designing new baits. That's a lot of fun. Two hours and 25 minutes. I did not think I'd be on here that long. You tried MF motor oil with 8 bits new motor oil. I have not. I don't have motor oil pigment. I know MF makes the best one, but MF's shipping policy has ticked me off so much that I've kind of refused to order from them anymore. I'm switching all of my MF pigment baits over to Lureworks. I'm not trying to like cause a whole rift or get in an argument with anybody, but do the research yourself. Go and put 1 bottle of pigment in MF in your shopping cart and get it all the way to shipping and watch how much they try to charge you in shipping, and then go do that at Dead On, go do that at Lureworks, go do that anywhere else you can get pigment, and it's a fraction. I mean, a fraction. They gouge you at MF on the shipping. And honestly, it's just one of the things that gets in my craw, and I won't support it. So when I realized what they were doing, I quit ordering from MF. And I know Dead On has, what do they call it? It's like a 10W40 or something. And it's supposed to be pretty decent, but not nearly as good. I do have 8 bits motor oil siren scales. Oh. I love them so much. I think I still have some. Oh, or maybe Maybe he sent them in my goodie bag the other day. What did he give me? That's motor oil. Oh, it's like color shift. He sent me some color shift motor oil. I think I had one of those. I think he just re-upped me on that, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But I thought he had sent me, motor oil siren scales. Maybe not. No. Maybe I already had it. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I do still have some. So I've been wanting to do that. Have a motor oil, his color shift on like the top of the bait, and then do the belly clear, but then fill it up with motor oil siren scales. That's coming. That's just, if you want to see that, that's coming. I'm actually not even going to put these away. That might be the next video I do. That's because that's going to look so cool. It's almost going to look like the top is like flaking, disintegrating into the belly. Shut up. That's going to be awesome. Okay, well there you go, guys. All 11 of you in my live stream now know what my next YouTube video is going to be. So I have decided, I agree about that. Yeah, so you've seen it. Yeah, it drives me crazy when people gouge on shipping. And honestly, you can make your prices a little less. Like, I know what they're doing, right? I have a website. I do e-commerce. I know what the game is. Mark your prices down a little bit so you barely undercut the competition and then gouge through the roof in shipping. No, I don't play that game. So anyway, I have been told by a lot of my closest friends, and it was not always a compliment, that I was the most principled person that they had ever met. If something goes against something of my beliefs, I won't do business with them ever again, ever. I don't care even if they change it. Like, it doesn't matter that you changed it. You did that and you got away with it for a long time. You lost my business forever, period. But anyway, yeah, the color. Yeah, I think that's going to be really cool. I don't know how well you can see that. Those siren flicks, I'm getting low, so it's going to have to be a small batch. With the color, that's going to look so sweet. That's happening. I'm surprised Michael isn't in here. He normally pops into my lives. I'll have to surprise him. But I've decided, since a lot of these containers with the 8-bit, they're really small containers, and I do big batch, I'm going to have all my 8-bit bait, all the baits, all the colors that I do that are 8-bit, be almost completely 8-bit, and sell them exclusively on my Whatnot channel. Have them be like exclusive colors for Whatnot. And they won't be on my website, and unless he sends me the stuff again, I won't do them again. But I'm going to make videos about them. Because, I mean, he sends me this stuff out of the goodness of his heart. Michael is a freaking saint, I'll tell you that. If you didn't see my last video where I explained this, he sends me these bags of goodies knowing that I'll promote them. I talk about them. I mean, if you're going to scratch my back, I'm definitely going to scratch yours. But as somebody who makes baits for a living, full-time, this isn't a hobby. YouTube is something I do for fun, but like bent rod is not a hobby. I want it to be a business. I want to have employees. I want to be like nationwide. I want it to be Zoom, right? Like I want, not Zoom because Zoom went to crap, but I want to keep the quality but be as big as Zoom. And the prices of some of this stuff, like, I mean, some of these things are like really small, tiny little bottles for like $50. And it's worth it. The quality, it's worth it. But when it comes to me as a businessman looking at my bottom line and having to keep my profits where they are, I mean, this whole thing was like $10. Whereas, you know, something this big is like 50. Like, I can't justify that. But I will make videos for it. I will promote his business. I will use everything he does to make videos, and then I'll sell them on Whatnot. Here's how awesome he is. He sends me these things for free. He just sends them to me. I do videos. He watches the videos. Then he came onto my Whatnot and bought more of the baits that I had made with his stuff. He sent me the product for free. I made baits, and then he came and bought my product. I'm sitting there at Whatnot going, are you freaking kidding me? Michael is in here buying these baits that he sent me the materials to make. Like, he's awesome. The man's awesome. I'm convinced he's one of the most kind-hearted, generous people in bait making. I am convinced of that. And he's smart. He's smart because he knows the guys that he does this with, and there's a bunch of us that he sends stuff to periodically, we all go out and just make videos. We're creating content for his. It's very smart. We create a lot of content for his products, so he's smart and he's generous. I like him. I want to fly out to California and meet him. I only buy a couple colors from MF directly that I can't get when I call them. I'm using it for my personal base. Pay up. Yeah, they gotta be willing to pay up. Yeah, I guess if somebody were to say, oh, that's good to know. I love hearing that. It doesn't surprise me, but I love hearing that. I wanted to get into making. I'm doing next base. So many stuff I need to get. Oh, let me let this thing shut up, and I'll turn it off for a second. So if you want to get into making baits, here's what you need. Get you some Pyrex cups. If you're just making them for yourself and this isn't to try to make money, 1 cup Pyrex cups. Or Anchor. There's another brand, and actually I prefer this brand, Anchor. You can get that brand of cup on Amazon. Honestly, I kind of like them better than Pyrex. Pyrex is the name brand, but Anchor's better. So I would go with Anchor. You'll want that. You'll want an injector. This is an injector that needs to be oiled up. I haven't used, like I say, I never use these things anymore. But you're going to want to get an injector, preferably. I don't know how much money you have to work with. If you can swing a dual injector, get the dual injector, because you don't have to use it dual. You can take a single cup, only put one side in, pull it up, so you can have a single. But you can do 2 color laminates with this. So if you can swing this, which it's significantly more, it's about double. It's going to be about double, maybe not quite. But you need an injector, you need cups. Can you see them? Yeah. On the walls, pigments. But I mean, if you've got, pick your top. If you get a single injector, then pick your top favorite colors, right? What is it that you like to fish with? Are you a green pumpkin guy? Are you a watermelon red guy? Are you a black and blue? A June bug guy? Like whatever your favorite single solid color is, then find that pigment, find the flake. I mean, you'll need flake, different kinds of flake, and molds. Pick a mold. I would say if you don't know, yeah, he does. SDG he's solid. If you don't subscribe to SDG, you should. He has a lot of like how-to videos like that. Yep, for sure. Yes, save your money for quality equipment, 100%. Yes. The first dual injector I bought for $50, and it was not worth $5. So you can say, oh wow, a dual injector for $50. You saved money. No, I didn't. I took a $50 bill and I set it on fire because then I still had to go out and buy an N2. Just save your money for the good stuff. I'm telling you, it doesn't even matter if you're only doing it for a hobby, because you will quit doing it for a hobby if you get this cheap crap, because it doesn't want to work right, and you're not going to be happy with the results, and then you're going to end up on Facebook selling it either for a fraction of what you paid for it or just giving it away. That is very solid advice. Do not buy the cheap crap when it comes to injectors or molds. That's where you want to save your money for. You can get these. You don't have to have an air vise like I have. I made baits for a long time with just little clamps. You'll want to, one on each side, clamp it up. And you can go on Facebook Marketplace. You can find guys selling molds all the time. I've sold a lot of molds on Facebook Marketplace. And keep an eye on Angling AI. They run sales every now and then. You'll want to keep on top of that. Angling AI is going to be your best friend in the beginning, because if the mold was made by Angling AI, it's top quality mold, and you'll get it cheaper than you will a lot of other places. Most other places, actually, every other place. To have that quality of a mold, you can't get it for less money than Angling AI. I would steer clear of Do It. That's just me. I know some guys love their Do It molds, but the baits look like crap. Do It does not, well, they might a little, but a lot of the Do It molds are sand molds and not CNC routed molds. So your baits don't have that shiny finish on them. It's kind of hard to explain. You'd have to look that up to see what the difference is. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. If you just want to if you want to start off with like a Cinco mold, you can get those relatively cheap on Facebook Marketplace. You can probably find used injectors. Bass Tackle makes a really good injector. Into, that's just the letter N and the number 2. Into makes very high quality injectors. They're both great. Save your money for your injectors, save your money for your molds, and start small. That's the best thing I can tell you. Yeah. I'm definitely not casting shade at anybody else. Epic is good. I've heard QMI is really good. But for the money, they're going to charge you more. They have to. Hog Salad is really good. But if you look at a Hog Salad, now they're not going to have the same baits, generally speaking. They're going to be different, but you'll find similarities. You'll find, oh, here's this bait with Epic, and here's a bait that's very similar, same basic shape, same length. With Angling AI, it will always be cheaper at Angling AI. They've got 500,000 CNC routers going all the time, whereas I think Epic has like 10, 15 maybe. They just pump out way more molds so they can do it for cheaper. There are better. Kirby, what is that? Kirby, is it KBM, KDM? Kirby bait design maybe. So KBD, I don't know. Kirby, look up Kirby, KEIRBY maybe. Those are top quality molds. That's some of the best quality molds I've ever seen. But you're gonna pay for them. He's also a small guy. He doesn't have a ton of routers going all the time. He can't mass produce these things, and you're paying for his time. But if you want a mold that you buy and you go, that's the only mold I ever want to shoot for the rest of my life, Kirby's is a good one. This is one of his. These little paddle tails, that's what a lot of guys have these. That's a Kirby. My buddy Noah bought that mold, and it hurt. He texted me. He was like, "Oh, this one hurt the wallet," but then he got it. First, we took one shot. Texted me immediately. He said, "I'm never shooting another mold for the rest of my life." That is the best mold I've ever shot in my entire life. And this is basically the only bait he makes now. He sent me a text message the other day with a picture in it of like a tackle box insert that is nothing but these baits, just hundreds of them, and then jigs. He wasn't kidding. And he's got so many other molds. Kirby's the only mold he wants to shoot now. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's KEA. Yeah, that looks right. I needed to see it. You might be right. I've heard QMI is good, but I can't speak to it because I don't have any of their stuff. No, clean bait. No, you're not going to get clean baits with the Do It mold. That's a fact. And their lead molds aren't any better. I've heard good things about them too. Yeah, it's good for the money, but can be more frustrating than Epic or Hog Salad. I don't own any Epic. Epic's just pricey. I don't own any Hog Salad either. They've got a couple baits I'm interested in. It's just I found out about Hog Salad after I had already made the decision that I'm only going to do custom baits from here on out. I'm not buying mass-produced molds anymore, which that's a lot more expensive. But when it's your full-time job and you're trying to make it a presence, and you're not just trying to like do some expos and do some garage sales, but you actually want to create a business that is nationwide and is putting baits out there, you're not going to do that with a tracer shed. You're not going to do that with baits that every other bait maker at home has. You have to come up with your own bait designs. The rig, the Mogambo, the river rig, which I haven't even shown you guys today if you're new and you don't know my stuff, those are all bait designs that I sat down, pen and paper, I drew them up, I sent them to the guy, they turn them into 3D files, you send that to your guy who turns it into a mold. The whole process costs you between $800 to $1,000 to get about a 6 to to 8 cavity mold of a bait that was in your mind only a month ago. So it's a lot more expensive than just going to Angling AI and dropping $225 to get a mold. And you don't know if your bait's going to be any good, so it's a risk. If you're getting from Angling AI, Epic, or QMI, Hog Salad, those guys, you know it's going to be a good mold, and you know the bait's going to swim good because they did all that testing. You're the one. So if you come up with a crap bait, you just spend $1,000 on a crap mold. So study hydrodynamics, become friends with your designer, and if anybody's watching this and wants to create their own baits and needs somebody, I have contact information that I can give you of a guy that used to design baits for Strike King, and now he does it on his own. He's solo, and he's very reasonable and he's very good. So reach out to me on my website or in the comments of any of my videos, and I can, I don't know if you want me to put it in the comment, but I can give you my email. Go to my website, email's at the bottom, and ask me. I'll send you his contact, his name, contact information. He's good. That's who I use. But anyway, yeah, let me demold these. I think I have one more shot, and then I think I'm going to be done for the day. I turned this off. I gotta stay positive. I gotta keep it positive. I can't respond to some of that. I will put it to you this way. There is a name on the screen right now who did me very dirty and ripped me off. And I will never do business with them again. And you can probably figure it out because it's the only name on there that I haven't spoken about. And I won't respond to it because I'm not going to call them out, but yeah, they're pieces of crap. They literally robbed me. So I do not recommend them. I haven't disappeared. I'm coming back. I apologize. These things are a pain to hang. Alright, I think I got one more shot of this mold left. Well then, if you've heard stories, then we're probably talking about the same person. All you gotta do is go to their website and click on Google reviews, and you'll see it. So here's the thing about them. If you're buying a mold off their shelf, just like you would with Angling AI and whatnot, great, they make great molds. They made my rig mold. This is the mold that they screwed me over on. It's one of the best molds I have. Quality-wise, they make great molds. Do not use them for custom work. Trust me. Because they will gouge you, they will lie to you, they have zero moral backbone, and they will not do anything that they told you that they're going to do. And you don't just have to take my word for it. Go to their website, scroll on down to Google reviews, click on it, and go look at the 1 stars. 100% of the 1 stars are customer. 100% of the 5 stars are, I bought this mold, and they name it. And I bought their blah 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 mold. I bought their blah 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 mold. So people who just say, I want that, and they cut it for them, love them. But people who go to them and say, well, you do custom work, hate them. And we've all had the exact same experience with them. Oh, all right, last one. I have to shut that stupid compressor off. All right. Every time I see that name come across the chat, I just go, bite your lip, Daniel. Bite your lip, Daniel. Bite your lip. All right. Here we go. Lead mold, yeah. What, are you making jigs? I didn't know you shot lead, Cecil. a great guy for lead molds, but he's basically retired. I need to reach back out to him actually, see how he's doing. Ross over at Custom Bait Molds, he was the man. I love me some Ross. But then out of nowhere, he's like, well, I'm not retiring, but I'm cutting my hours back big time. And I've reached out to him like 5 times, and he hasn't responded to me at all. Hopefully he's okay. Or hopefully I didn't piss him off. I don't think I did. Who knows? It's me. It could happen. Oh. That's not going to be fun. Oh, my mom was tying them. That rings a bell. Yeah. I do remember you telling me that. Yeah. That's cool. All right. Let's turn the heat off. Nice. It is cleanup time. The fun part. She's hot. What kind of hooks you looking for? Cecil? If Barlow's didn't get their head out of their butt, I might be looking for one too. Seems they can't keep anything stocked anymore. Well, I shouldn't say that. They carry so much. Obviously, they have tons stocked, but just so happens the hooks that I need, they're out of often. And it's not because of me. I'm not selling that many baits. Good grief. I wish I was. But I use Barlow's. Carry them on the website. So if you buy their bulk package, this is why I use Barlow's. They have more bulk box offerings than anybody I have found. I'm not going to say anybody that there is, because there are going to be people out there I haven't found. But when it comes to businesses that sell bulk boxes, and I'm talking 1,000 hooks per box, like this. Right, oh, that is the Mogombo. Good. So now I remember what it is, but yeah, quantity 1,000, and that's from Barlow's. They sell them. Well, VMC is a great BR. Oh, you don't BRB me. I'm just kidding. If you need a secondary, go to Circle B. Good. Oh, if they carry bulk, I might check them out. Buying bulk is the way to go. I pay like 17 cents a piece for my hooks. Just decent. The best I found. Alright, let's clean these pots out. Oh, wait. Yeah, actually I had a bad experience with Circle B. Forgot about that. That was a long time ago. the day. Don't hate that. All right. That's done. This is away. Got all that going. All right. Guys, I think that's it. Thank you for tuning in and watching and sending gems. I still don't really know what that is, but I'm going to look into it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I want to try to start doing lives a little bit more often like I was doing in the winter and the spring, but things got away from me here this summer so far, but hopefully I'll be able to start doing these more. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and hanging out and being active. All the questions and everything, I appreciate that. Helps the day go by much faster and much smoother. And thanks for bearing with the compressor. I'll get it figured out. We'll make it not go off nearly so much. But you guys, listen. My job is my safe space. I do not need my wife coming in here giving me crap. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm shutting her down. Y'all have a good day. And as always, stay bent.